Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kroy Biermann has a new job. While Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann's messy divorce continues to drag out in public, it seems the former Atlanta Falcons player is quietly building a new life and career. The one-time Real Housewives of Atlanta star recently landed a new position in sales, marking a notable shift since his last employment update. Biermann has officially joined the sales team at Superior Rigging and Erecting Co., according to the company's website. Based in the Atlanta area, Kroy is now featured on the company's staff page, accompanied by a headshot and a contact form for clients interested in purchasing rigging equipment. This career development comes after his last public job update in November 2024, when it was reported that he worked as a crane and rigging coordinator at the same company. The change in title suggests a possible promotion. Kroy also reportedly receives $4,500 a month from his NFL pension, after nearly a decade of professional play with the Atlanta Falcons. While he's been keeping a low profile amid ongoing divorce proceedings with Zolciak, the former Bravo star did celebrate a major personal achievement on June 29. His induction into the Montana Football Hall of Fame. In an emotional Instagram post, Kroy shared, "To those that couldn't make it to the banquet, being inducted into the Montana Football Hall of Fame is one of the most humbling honors of my life." He continued, "This isn't just a personal milestone, it's a full circle moment. Because no matter where football took me, whether it was Missoula, Atlanta, or beyond, I've always been, and will always be, a Montana boy at heart." Kroy, 39, and Kim, 47, filed for divorce back in early 2023, and although both have now left their shared Georgia home, the divorce has yet to be finalized. While Kroy builds a new path forward, the divorce continues to impact those closest to him, especially daughter Ariana Biermann. The Next Gen NYC cast member recently opened up to people about how the prolonged legal battle between Kim and Kroy has taken a toll on her. "I'm trying to find my way still in the middle of it without disrespecting anybody or making anybody upset," Ariana said. "But I think it gets hard at times. And unintentionally, you can be going more towards one side than the other when they are fighting the kind of battles my parents are going through right now." The 22-year-old star has been candid on the show about her evolving relationship with her mother, their financial challenges, and her plans to launch a fashion line with her boyfriend Hudson McLeroy. But no matter how much she shares, she admits the number one question she always gets is about her parents' messy breakup. "I think it sucks for anybody experiencing their parents going through a divorce," Ariana added. "I love my parents' love, and I know people have a lot of opinions about it. But it was really such a pure, honest love. They acted like they fell in love yesterday up until, of course, the end. I think it's just really sad overall. It's been a tough couple of years." Despite the chaos, Ariana continues to try to maintain separate relationships with each parent. "It's not always easy, though," she said. Kroy Biermann gazed out the floor-to-ceiling windows of his newly claimed office, an airy studio high above the city's bustling streets. He wasn't in the NFL anymore. This was different. No roaring crowds, no cleats dug into turf, just the soft hum of the city below, and the quiet promise of a fresh start. "All right, new day," he said, cracking a grin at his reflection. His tailored blazer fit perfectly, but the rugged determination in his eyes betrayed his athlete's heart. He stepped forward, sneakers transformed into polished loafers, ready to face the unknown. His new title, Director of Creative Community Initiatives, was a mouthful. The role came courtesy of a forward-thinking tech startup called Bloomspace, which specialized in pairing urban youth with mentorship opportunities across arts, sports, and hand-on skill blocks. They'd approached him with a compelling pitch. "Kroy, you're not just building games, you're building communities." It aligned exactly with what he wanted after leaving the spotlight. Purpose. Morning. Bridging worlds. He started the day walking the hallways. Walls were adorned with colorful murals, painted by kids in Bloomspace programs, and charts tracking community events, skateboarding clinics, digital art camps, recycling drives. At his first meeting, he greeted a circle of designers, coders, social workers, and educators. "Here's what I'm thinking," he began, voice steady. "Let's host a weekly urban Olympics, sports, arts, tech challenges, all open to local teens. We'll tap into their passions, give them purpose." He watched faces lighten. The room clicked. That's why Bloom Space wanted him, the spark of possibility he carried. Mid-morning, on the ground. By 10 a.m., he hopped on a company scooter and rode to the heart of a nearby neighborhood block. The scene was lively, kids dribbling basketballs, an open-air music jam in progress, and makeshift art walls showing striking graffiti-style murals. A banner overhead read, "Bloom Space X Kroy. Play, paint, build." That phrase made him beam. He greeted each of them. "Yo, Marisol, loving that beat. Kareen, that three-pointer was fire. And your sketch is amazing." He high-fived and fist bumped around. For a moment, he was back in the huddle. Then he spun and coached a young dribbler on pivot foot technique. The kid nodded, wide-eyed. "See? Just like that. You got it." That moment was gold. Noon, lunch and laughter. Back at Bloom Space HQ, lunch was a collaborative potluck. Chefs, devs, social outreach. Food trucks stacked tacos, dumplings, falafel. He sat between the tech team and the outreach coordinators, swapping stories. On the field, we'd watch film to spot opponents' weaknesses. Here, it's film too. Listening to these kids helps spot what they need. Heads nodded. Someone quipped, "Opponent, boredom." They laughed. But behind the humor was recognition. They were building more than programs. They were nurturing futures. Afternoon, the pitch. At 2:00 p.m., Kroy stepped into a boardroom. Investors, nonprofit partners, city officials crowded the table. The projector glowed. "Last month, we piloted the Urban Olympics in Eastside. -150 kids attended. We're tracking a 40% increase in their school attendance and a 25% boost in self-reported well-being." His tone was calm but firm. He clicked slides showing student testimonials. A teenage girl spoke. "Before, I thought art was just fun. Now I'm making murals with my friends. Shows me I matter." A city official asked, "How scalable is this?" He answered, "Scalable because it's modular, sports plus STEAM plus arts. We plug it into community centers, schools, parks, wherever there's space and need." Charts shifted to show community hubs in 3 districts. Investors leaned forward, impressed. Bloom Space CEO patted his shoulder. "This is why we brought you on." Evening, back to the grind. The sun sank, and Kroy found himself visiting a rec center where volunteers were converting the old gym into a digital art space. They were installing LED walls and setting up tablets. A group of teens clustered in the corner, animatedly designing a logo for their team. Kroy stepped in. "Mind if I help?" They beamed, handing him a stylus. In minutes, he and a girl named Tessa tweaked her design. Bold colors, sharp lines. He commented, "That edge, very you. You got personality in this." She looked proud. A boy, same age, asked for a dribble demo. He'd led a mini clinic amid the art scaffolding. Pass, pivot, spin, crossover. Feeling it? Now flip it, right foot forward, eyes up. The boy followed instructions, then dribbled off. The smile spoke volumes. Night, reflections and planning. Back at home, Kroy sank into his couch with his notebook. Tallies, schedules, suggestions filled its pages. 3 new rec centers by September. 5 workshops per week. Mentor Moby. Bring mentors on demand. Sponsor mural tours through the city.